medical complexity, medical image complexity, that is illumination, flutter, and appearance, as well as the region of interest. Lesion regions are infected regions. It has different shape, size, structure, or lesion position. We have tackled two main challenges. First challenge is relevant to COVID, that is a detection and diagnosis system for COVID-19 suspicious lesions regions. Second is the muscle segmentation, shoulder muscle segmentation using deep resolution neural network. The first challenge we addressed, that is COVID detection diagnosis system using chest, X-ray, CT, lungs images, and deep learning. As you know that COVID is spread throughout the world. 2019 it started from Wuhan, a city of China, and it spread across more than 200 countries. And 114 million of people are infected, and 2.5 million of people are dead. It is actually the viral infections, and it quickly spread. The mediums are like cough, sneezing. They are common mediums due to which it quickly spread. The rapid transmission of COVID required quick detection because we need detection to early isolate that suspected in order to secure the full territory and as well as proper treatment of that suspected. So to attain to secure the full territory, we should attain some social distancing and other measures like isolation and quarantine of the suspected. These are some clinical symptoms. Most of the common symptoms, that is fever, flu, some of the severe is chest pain, etc. But the most complications is it causes failures of the organs like lungs, kidney, and cause heart attack, due to which death may be caused. We need immediate detection. Sorry. These are the common diagnostic tests that is most commonly available. Is molecular test, RT-PCR test. It is effective when the virus is in active form. Second is chest X-ray, which is based analysis, CT based analysis. It is effective when the virus is active or inactive form, but it causes infections. And the radiologists are concerned with the specific pattern of the COVID in our lungs. Third is serological test, in which we identify the antibodies. Mostly chest X-ray is the cheapest tool. RT-PCR and other is as compared to test kits are very expensive, but chest X-ray is very cheapest tool and mostly available in all the countries and most of the hospitals. It provides early screening of the COVID suspect. When it is suspect is analyzed and it is identified that it is COVID infection, the CT scan provides the full detailed analysis, the stage of the analysis, that is mild, medium, severe. The full detailed analysis is provided due to the CT scan. As we know that manual analysis is of CT scan and chest X-ray is very hard for radiologists and time consuming. Why not automate such a system? So that's why we make that system automatic based on deep learning. Our full detection diagnosis model are here. Initially, we are performing some screening due to chest X-ray, performing some data augmentation because the problem was new, the challenge was new, that's why the medical level data set was limited. So therefore, we perform some data augmentation, performing some deep learning model, that is our own proposed model, comparing with the state-of-the-art models and introducing a different concept in the state-of-the-art models. At the end, when it is identified as COVID infected, it is provided to a CT scan because it is expensive. So that for the detailed analysis of the COVID positive is provided CT scan. And CT scan we also perform two different kind of strategies. Initially we segregate that slices which is healthy, and we are interested in the infected slices. And these infected slices is further segment out through the segmentation model. These are overall flow diagram. This is the data set we use: 6K data set, 10K data set, and 15K data set. The description of the whole data set. We have used 3 different kind of chest X-ray data sets. These are the images of chest X-ray, and it masked by the different radiologists. These are a full flow diagram of detection system. We have a data set contain healthy COVID, non-COVID. Non-COVID may be any kind of infections. We have 3 different kind of data sets, 6K and 10K. It is some pre-processing performed. Data is divided into 20% values. 80% provided training. The training is further divided to 20% provided to validation, These are our own implementation setup. We have proposed setup, we have implementation of state-of-the-art CNN models. In the proposed architectures, we have developed two novel architectures and compare all these architectures with the state-of-the-art architecture. Whenever these models are trained, or these trained model test data is provided to the developed model, and these are performance matrices. We compare all of the models based on it. So the two models that we have proposed are the channel boosting, split transform merge bus region and edge-based network, in which we systematically apply the concept of region and edge-based feature extraction. Each and every block we systematically employ these operations, and at different level also we enhance these blocks, and at different levels we extract diverse set of features, that is at various level, that region homogeneity, texture features and boundary light features. And this model is further refined by introducing the concept of channel boosting, and channel boosting exploit the concept of the region edge-based features, channel boosting and transfer learning. This is a full block diagram, proposed full diagram. These are the blocks that we are split, and we incorporate the concept of region, edge-based, and the detail of all these. Each block is available in these layers. And whenever we perform split transform, and then we merge these channels, then provide the second blocks and merge these channels, and then provide some encoder block and segregate the COVID infected versus healthy or non-COVID. This is the second architectures that we introduce the concept of transfer learning. And transfer learning, we perceive different layers, different channels from the pre-trained architectures, boost or on proposed architectures, and pass from some encoder blocks. At the end, we segregate COVID infected versus healthy or non-COVID. These are the detail of all these architectures within the block. These are performance matrices for detection model. They have Percy recall and all of these measurements. While for segmentation architecture, we use Dyson, Jacquard distance, accuracy score. This is the performance of proposed models. This table shows the performance of proposed models on different datasets: 6K dataset, 10K dataset, 15K datasets. And in comparison, the best state-of-the-art architecture, that is ResNet and BGP. This is a performance comparison with other architecture, state-of-the-art architecture, that is training from scratch, a transfer learning based fine-tuned retrained architectures. The performance gain of our proposed channel boost system, split transformer region over the ResNet in terms of percentage, and these are the data set. The performance gains on data sets with different performance matters. These are feature space visualization or test set of on proposed architecture in comparison with the best set of the art ResNet. That is the feature segregation on test samples. These are spectral heat map. These are the original images where radiologist mark, and these are the spectral heat map of our proposed architecture channels. These are detection rate analysis on 6K, 10K, and 15K with comparison to state-of-the-art architectures in terms of false negative and false positive. We are basically trying to reduce false negative. False negative means the person who is infected, and a doctor or a computer said that he is not infected. So he will affect the entire territory. That's why we are reducing false negative, as well as also we are reducing false positive. False positive means the person who is not COVID infected, but the doctor or the system said that he is infected. So why we are increasing the burden on radiologists? These are ROC-IBR curves, ROC curves for proposed architectures. We compare the state-of-the-art architectures on 10K datasets. These are on 6K datasets. The transfer learning based concept is also introduced and trained from scratch. These are comparison of ROC-PR curve on stringent dataset, that is 15K datasets. This is a web predictor we have designed. It's online available. In which we get a prediction. In a prediction, you may upload the chest X-ray image and will tell you that it is COVID infected or non-infected. Whenever it is considered to be infected, then the second phase is analysis, that is COVID diagnostic system, in which the suspected person CT scan analysis, and CT scan will perform some. These are the CT images. Some pre-processing performed, means they have some elimination and other kinds of the problems. Passing from classification model in order to segregate the infected region, means the organ is not fully affected, some portion of the organ is affected, so that's why we segregate that region which is infected for the accurate analysis. We are improving the segmentation model performance and reduce computational complexity. So when it is considered it is infected region, with the corresponding level provided to segmentation, and these are the result of our segmentation models, proposed segmentation models. So here we form two kind of strategy. The first strategy is detection, means segregation of the COVID infected regions. We propose their own models, and the second is segmentation on proposed models. It will tell you identification, analysis, and infectious region, in which we identify the stage, the mild stage, the medium stage, accordingly to facilitate that patient. This is a data set of CT scan images and their data augmentation parameters. Top is the healthy slices and the bottom is the infected slices. In a pre-processing, we want some image enhancement. Image enhancement forms some discrete transformation. Discrete transformation, we fuse these two kind of features, lower features and the high diagonal features, fuse their feature and reconstruct. In this way, we achieve the prominent feature space as well as reduce the computational complexity of the image up to 75%. These are proposed residual based proposed architecture for the segregation of infected versus healthy slices. Second is, this is our segmentation model. In a segmentation model, we develop one segmentation model based on corona region analysis based segmentation model. In this model, we incorporate the concept of region and edge based operation in each encoder with the corresponding decoder. We simultaneously learn the region homogeneity features as well as the boundary features. These are proposed architecture. They are corresponding encoder with a corresponding decoder. This is encoder 1, this is encoder 2 with a corresponding decoder, and these are the detail of the whole architecture, proposed simple architecture. We provide the input image, it will as result and give the output binary levels. So here is the input image corresponding level, and that is our segmented image comparison. The results of segmentation, different segmentation results. The first column show original, that is level overlay, that is ground truth. These are segmentation results. Here in the segmentation, we incorporate the other concept, that is static attention. In all the architectures, we introduce the concept of static attention. Means we provide attention to the infections at the region of interest area. And these are a comparison with the state-of-the-art architecture. These are the results with the comparison with the other state-of-the-art architecture. In the state-of-the-art architectures, we use training from scratch existing CNN models as well as introducing the concept of transfer learning. There are different results, and that is the results our proposed in terms of confusion matrix. That is COVID region analysis based segmentation, and second is static attention COVID region analysis based segmentation confusion matrix. Their performance analysis in terms of objective metrics, we have here the most important measure is dissimilarity and Jacquard distance, intersectional union and dissimilarity, with the respect of other supporting measures. Their performance comparison with transfer learning, we introduce the state-of-the-art architecture, the objective measures. And these are the bar graphs show that which kind of architectures overall perform best. So transfer learning as compared to the other training transfer attention, state of the art perform best, and these are the proposed architecture, static attention and the static attention free architecture, proposed architecture. This is a GUI model we designed. In GUI models, we provide the input image and pre-process. It will tell you this is COVID infected or not. When it is COVID infected, it's provided further for analysis. So for analysis, we will give different kind of images. That is in binary form and level overlay form. They identify you. Here is the infection. That other image means that is severe conditions means it is severe, medium, they are highly infect. So provide input image, pre-process, and decide you are in danger. And in danger, we provide the binary segmentation. These areas in white is infected, and their level overlay regions. The GUI use. Here it tells you that unless your slices positive means the slice is negative means you are healthy. This slice is healthy. These are the our web detector is available on this side. The demo videos available on YouTube, as well as the source code, helping material, other dataset informations or materials are provided in GitHub links. These are the research paper. They are already available on ResearchGate and already submitted. One is Applied Soft Computer, Artificial Intelligence, Pattern Recognition, and journals. Now we did agreement with China, with China lab, in which we achieved 120 patients of CT scan data. We did agreement in the future. We are optimizing this diagnostic system further. That is our future work. Before Corona, we were working on muscle segmentation, supraspinatus muscle segmentation using deep learning. Supraspinatus muscle is actually a shoulder-like muscle. There are 4 kinds of muscles which is surrounding the rotator cuff. So the muscles of rotator muscles, there must be some injuries. The injuries is caused due to some exercises, chin up, or swimming, etc., or continuously using computer or edge-wise. So this muscles is very painful and it limits the whole activities of upper body. That's why the surgery is very important. So for the surgery, we provide accurate region to the surgeon that this is the region of interest area. So it's full. It is a very challenging because you have different size, shape, and it's a different position, and the injuries are at different positions. You see, we propose their own architecture based on the concept of region edge, deep autoencoder, in which each and every block, smoothing and edge-based operation are systematically applied using max pooling, average pooling operations, encoder and decoder blocks. And it is a multi-class problem because we have to segment it out here region, muscle region, background. So at the end, the result is it gives us 3 class in a multi-class problem. This is a proposed setup. In a proposed setup, we have input images, some performing pre-processing because the visual quality is not so. Some performing pre-processing, training or on segmentation model, and for segmentation model we have on proposed model, customized the state-of-the-art architecture and introducing a concept of transfer learning. Whenever the model is fully trained based on some optimization, this test data is provided at the end. At the end, resulting images of tear, muscles, and background. These are detailed analysis of proposed architecture. You have MRI images, perform some pre-processing, conversion, color conversion, etc. Some histogram equalization or other image enhancement methods. Performing data augmentation because data is limited. It is provided by South Korea lab annual hospitals. 15 patient of data is available, so they will perform data augmentation. After data augmentation, these are a segmentation setup. Segmentation system setup, we have customized our own proposed architecture by incorporating some additional layers, and as well as introducing the concept of transfer learning. And these are proposed architecture. And as a result, we have 3 class problem here: muscles and background. So this is our proposed architecture, region edge-based deep autoencoder architecture. These are the customized architecture. There is customized use SAGNet, customized unit, use SAGNet or FC and FC16, and other customized architecture also. This is the visual qualities. There is image, that is the tear region, muscles regions, and background, and this is the pixel contributions percentage. These are segmentation results. We have original image, we have enhanced image, a label image. This is the result of proposed architecture in comparison with other customized state-of-the-art transfer learning based architectures. These are comparison with other state-of-the-art architectures. These are objective measure in terms of dice similarity and Jacquard distance intersection or union other supporting material matrices. They are comparison with transfer learning based fine-tuned pre-trained semantic segmentation architecture. So there is a list of applications and here is the reference.
एग्जामिनेशन की मत बनाए एग्जामिनेशन की मत बनाए बस बंद कर देते हैं
मैडम यहाँ पे जो केसी कोई नेचर बहुत डिफरेंट है जो इंटरनेशनली डाटा अवेलेबल है हमने उसी